movement, morning movement and meditation practice. This is what we wake up for every day. Life. You can get excited. It's crazy how my mood is so different from morning to the nighttime. In the morning, I'm actually very positive, optimistic, and yes, let's get going. Nighttime, not so much, but that's all right. Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses. So I'm going to pop on up here. You're going to join me standing up. Turn your toes out, and we'll do this nice little stretchy time wake up moves for the first few minutes. So bend those knees, get into this horse stance where you're kind of bouncy, comfortable. You could shift and move if you had to. Hands next to your thighs. We'll take a deep breath in, drawing the hands up to the shoulders, and then press them forward and down. This time heading into what we call wheel breath. Deep breath in, hands to shoulders. Slow breath out, hands forward and down. Just waking up today, meeting the day with energy. And we create energy by moving. It's true that you feel more energetic the more you act that way. So we can act our way into a more awake, positive, joyful way of being, even if you're not quite feeling it right now. Okay, bring those hands down after those few breaths, and take the chin down to the chest. And rock your head side to side. And go ahead and keep rocking that head side to side and just checking that my microphone is connected. It's connected. The correct microphone anyway. And we're gonna rock and just do this nice little head circle. It's very sunny out in this spot. So you can listen to my verbal cues. Then bring the head back up to center and look over your right shoulder. And then look over your left shoulder. And back to the center. Big shoulder roll up, back and down a couple times. And then forward. And we'll turn that into a standing cat and cow. So keeping those knees bent, open those arms wide, reaching back, trying to get the backs of the palms to touch. Exhale as you round the back, pull the belly in and reach forward. So from the side view, open up, little arch in the back, maybe straighten the legs here. Exhale, bend the knees, pull in, round. And do that a couple times. Cat and cow. Open your heart, open the front line and back line of the body. Of course, we want to stay balanced. And finally, let that go. Make fists with your hands and big arm circles with straight arms out and around. And switch directions. And bring it down. Just a few arm rotations. Getting into our waist next. I never know what to do. Side bends or waist twists. They go hand in hand, and you can do them one after the other. We'll do our twist first. So hands just off the hips, bent knees again, and twisting through the torso. Try to keep the hips and legs stationary. And there is a lot of other variation of this movement. You'll see in workout practices, there might be pivoting and twisting. There's some sort of twist to loosen up the lower back, the spine, the muscles that wrap around it. But here today, we're staying grounded in our feet. Can we get a little bit faster? a little deeper forward and back. Keep breathing deeply and slowly let that go. You can straighten the legs for this side bend. So you reach those arms up, taking this goalpost arm variation. Exhale, press one hand down, the other hand comes across. Inhale, lift it up. Same thing, other side, press down and over. Feel the length, the top side from pinky finger to pinky toe. Lift, inhale. Press. One more time. And we'll reach both arms up and bring them down. Step the feet together and lift one leg, pick a leg, turn the knee inward, do a hip rotation out and around, working balance and finding that range of motion, femur to the hip socket, trying to warm up so you feel the glutes activate. And you can actually make this one a little faster too. And in time, it might be a straight leg. It doesn't have to be, again, a pretty straight leg. None of this has to be pretty. I know eventually, though, it does become smoother, more smooth, and you may find some graceful movement. But for the first, few years, don't worry about it. All right, switch sides. Knee comes out and around. Try to get that knee way back as you open it up. And yes, you can try the straight leg. All right, bring it down. And we'll do a last one. We'll do a few high knees or high kicks. Knee up first, and when you're comfortable, possibly straight leg. I've been doing this for a while, so straight leg actually feels good right away. But you might stay with the knee. And switch legs. Just a few. And bring it down. And that would be a great warm-up if you're going to go out for a run or do something else now, mountain climbing. But we'll then move on to our sun salutation, our yoga section. So as we do, come to the top of your mat. Bring this down a little bit, top of the mat. Feet together or slightly apart. Just take in whatever you're feeling, whatever you're hearing, whatever you're sensing. Hands to your heart. Take a few deep breaths. See if you can pick out a sound that is the farthest away from you. What would that be? And then bring it back close to you and notice the sound of your breath. And with that sound of your breath and deep breath, inhale to reach up. Exhale, open the arms, diving down to forward fold. Half lift, take an inhale and hands go to your shins. Exhale as you plant the hands, walk the feet back. First one here today. Walk the feet back. Plank pose, knees or on your toes. Take a deep inhale. Hug the elbows to your rib cage. You can lower all the way to the ground or just halfway, depending on what you want to do for chaturanga. And then cobra or up dog. Cobra is lifted heart, lifted chest, shoulders back. Up dog is straight arms, heart forward, gaze forward, knees up, hips up. We'll head to downward facing dog. Take that exhale to get there, using your core strength to draw your hips up and back. Pedal the feet a couple times. Do this nice walking out of your down dog. And walk the feet forward back to the top of the mat. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Flat back. Exhale to forward fold a little bit deeper than the first time. Inhale with a slight bend in the knees. Open those arms, rise up. Hands come down to your heart. We'll add on now. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, step or hop back, plank pose. Inhale in plank pose, knees up or down. Exhale as you lower, keeping the arms close to the body. Up dog, inhale. Downward dog as you exhale. And from there, lift your right leg behind you. Bend the knee, open the hip. Do some hip circles here too. So today I'm feeling like a little bit more hip mobility is needed. So let's do the opposite direction. And maybe it's not needed, but it's always good to change it up a little bit each day. Then leg goes up behind you. 3 knee to nose pulls. Shift forward, knee to nose. Lift that left heel high as you shift shoulders over the wrists. Single leg down dog. Knee to nose. Core strength. Inhale back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale back. Exhale, step that right foot between the hands. Crescent lunge. Back heel is lifted. Rise up for lunge. You might separate the feet a little bit more. And we'll do a little movement back and forth from lifted lunge, so the knee is even up, to a balanced position, straight leg pyramid variation. So we inhale, reach high, maybe look up. Close your eyes if the sun's in your eyes. Exhale, hands to your thighs. You straighten the leg and lean forward. Good. Lift back up. Inhale, bend the knee. Now let's try it with a sweep of the arms back, straighten the legs, reach back, lean, hinge forward. Inhale, rise up. Hinge forward. And one more time, focusing on balance, reach up. As you shift forward, reaching back, keep that front knee bent, shift forward and all the way, take off, lift that back leg. Now I'm not very high, and you don't have to be either. Warrior 3, find a little balance. Look down, just in front of the right toes. Good. And gently step back. Reach up to crescent lunge. Back heel spins down, open to warrior 2. Again, you might look opposite of me, that's okay. Bend in the front knee. Reach and open. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Just one breath, inhale. Exhale, elbow to your thigh. This is where we get into the hips again. We've got side angle. Extend that top arm and reach it. Find long length. One more deep breath. Back up to warrior 2. Back hand comes down and around. Lift the back heel for a crescent lunge. Then low lunge as you exhale. Step back, plank pose. Shift forward on the toes. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog. And downward facing dog. How's that right leg feel compared to the left? Definitely a little different, as it doesn't take long. It doesn't take much. So we will do that left side now. Lift the left leg up behind you. Bend the knee. Open the hip. And give it some circles. Slow and steady breath, even through the movement. Switch directions. And then lift that left leg behind you. 3 knee pulls, knee forward, shoulders over wrists. Single leg down dog, inhale. Exhale, knee forward, body weight forward, single leg down dog, knee to nose. And we'll do that once more to step forward next time. This time, step between the hands, exhale, crescent lunge. Back heel is up, rise up. Make sure the lower belly is in. It puts a slight bend in the back knee. Feel the hip flexor. That's the front of that right leg. Good, bend a little more. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands to your thighs, lean forward. Feel that. Notice if you're in a good stance. Adjust if needed. Good, then rise up. Inhale, reach up. Same thing, but hands sweep behind you, straight leg. Balance, gaze just beyond the front toes. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, reach back, straight front leg. One more time, reach up. Keep that knee bent as you sweep the hands back. Bend the back knee, lift off. Good, keep looking forward. So you want to get lower enough so that our right hip doesn't start to pop up. So for me, it's just a few inches off the ground, at least right now with tight hips. And gently step back, reach up, crescent lunge, open to warrior two. Now I've got a quick flip because it's awkward. So warrior two, wherever you are, you're gonna look in a warrior two beyond the left fingertips. Bend into that left knee, open up the legs a little more. Pull that right hip, back hip down. Reverse warrior, reach up. And then take it forward, exhaling, side angle. Feel that left hip open. Extend through that right arm, long arm. Good, and lift back up to warrior two. Inhale, exhale, hold. Back heel lifts up as you reach that right arm forward. Good, hands to the ground, step back to plank pose. Last vinyasa flow, or hold it in down dog, wait for us. Shift forward, lower down, up dog, and down and facing dog. Awesome, so we'll take the knees down right here. What do we've got for time? Oh, perfect. I'm gonna take the knees down, sit back, and find a comfortable seated pose. Now moving forward, again, that could be an extended warm-up. You could add more from there. Yoga sequencing 101 in some ways. So you could add more beyond that, standing poses, seated poses, peak poses. But instead we keep this morning practice pretty simple. It's getting a little hot in the sun. We keep it pretty simple and we come to our meditation. And I'm going to use a mantra meditation, but really it's a phrase meditation. So I say a phrase and to yourself you will repeat it. And I've done this one before in a previous morning movement practice, but I think it's always good to come back to some of those basics and revisit some of the similar meditations. So I would say it's a mantra meditation, but sometimes to me that assumes it's Sanskrit, which is a different language. This is English. So I'm going to be saying a phrase and you'll repeat it to yourself. And then when we move forward, you'll repeat whatever phrase you need for the rest of the minutes. So find that comfortable position. Nice and tall. Notice your breath again. Your hands are comfortable wherever they lie. And we'll begin. I am enjoyably turning my attention inward. I am enjoyably turning my attention inward. I am enjoyably turning my attention inward. I feel my breath in and out through my nose. I feel my breath in and out through my nose. I feel my breath in and out through my nose. I feel my belly rise and fall with each breath. I feel my belly rise and fall with each breath. I feel my belly rise and fall with each breath. I can feel all the sensations in my body. I can feel all the sensations in my body. I can feel all of the sensations in my body. I am enjoyably turning my attention inward. I feel my breath in and out through my nose. I feel my belly rise and fall with each breath. I can feel all the sensations in my body. Now keep repeating those phrases, or whichever one you get stuck on, for the next few minutes in silence. And slowly start to come back to this place, back to a deeper breath, just for one or two of them. Wiggle your fingers, blink your eyes open. Okay, now that we've found a little bit of a work in, an inner work, we can go about our day with a little bit more sense of being and relaxation. That's the hope anyway, and that's our practice, is to stay calm when life is not so calm. So take your hands, flip them up. As you inhale, reach up, and together connect those hands, bring them down to your heart, keep them there. Take one more deep inhale. And a nice letting go exhale. Thank you for joining in this morning movement and meditation practice. I'll see you again soon. Namaste.